Good morning, good evening, good night. I believe you're Car Sprail and welcome to my Dragon-Link deck profile. Before I get started, hello, it's been a while. How you been? Thank you very much for 100 subscribers. In celebration, I will be uploading 4 different deck profiles, 2 new ones and 2 older deck profiles that have been showcased onto the channel before in celebration. Today, though, we have Dragon-Link as one of the new decks. This deck I decided to build because it's really good going second and it has a very strong turn 1, very flexible turn 1 as well. And so, because of this versatility, my deck list might look a little bit strange, but I'll get into why I've done these specific choices as we get into it. So without wasting any more time, let's get into it, shall we? Starting off with the rocket stuff, we have Triple Tracer, 1 Rocket Recharger, double Rocket Synchron, double Absolutor Dragon, triple Quick Launch, and then your 2 field spells in Dragon Ravine and Boot Sector Launch. I don't really think there's anything to go over here. This all looks quite standard in a non-Adventure Dragon deck. On the more Dragon stuff, we have Omni Dragon Brotar, 2 Noctivision Dragon, 3 Starlight Safer, 1 Chaos Dragon Legionnaire, 1 Collapse Serpent, 1 White Dragon Wyver Burster, and triple Chaos Space. This all looks pretty standard as well in a non-Adventure Dragon-Link deck. I mean, you could take out like Brotar and put in a Morphage Goliath if you really wanted to, because it's a good Spheres target, but I don't often end up going into Spheres just because the deck is so consistent and so powerful that I can go to further end boards much easier. Noctivision Dragon's an extender that I've been considering cutting, but on worse hands, I'd say this card is fantastic because it chain blocks your Striker Dragon and then chain blocks your Romulus as well. I don't know, Noctivision I just feel is like essential, but it's probably one of my least favorite cards in the deck. For the small punk engine, we have 1 Xayman, 1 Foxy Tune, 1 Deerno, and your 3 copies of Emergency Teleport. I don't really think I need to run any more punk monsters in this. The E-Tele is just so you can go into like all of your Hulk and your Chaos Ruler plays off of the singular card and get stuff in the grave that you don't need in your hand with Foxy Tune. Sort of like, I don't know, like Fairy Tale Snow, which will be a card you'll see in just a second here. This engine is ridiculously strong and can bait hand traps and play 3 hand traps. Since the deck is 45 cards, what you could do is take out this engine if you don't have the money for it and then put in 1 Call by the Grave to make it 40 cards, because I don't play Called by the Grave. On to the next engine, the Rose Dragon engine. 1 Red Rose, 1 Rocks Rose, 1 Fairy Tale Snow, and 1 Basil Rose Shoot. This engine is absolutely bad shit, crazy. I love it so much. The fact that these 2 are dragons that you can whip out the deck, use to go into shooting Riser Dragon, get the Basil Rose Shoot so you can interact with Dark Ruler. Oh my god. And even if like your entire board gets broken or that you can't interact with cards your opponent has, which is very unlikely, the Fairy Tale Snow can banish 7 and bring itself out to Book of Moon something, and can be used as material in the follow-up. On to the extra cards, all your flag spots. You got your triple Ash, your double DD Crow, your double Veiler, and triple Dark Ruler no more to go second. Only 2 of these, and no Gamma. Gamma's in the side deck here, and you'll see that in just a second. You could put Gamma in the main deck, but I don't want to run 49 cards in the main deck. I'd rather just run this. Plus, I have siding habits that I'll tell you about after I show off the side deck. Dark Ruler in the main deck, though, is more impactful to me this format than Nibiru or Gamma, just because it is so strong against too many decks. And the top deck currently is Sprite, so Dark Ruler, I feel as if, is pretty essential to run this. On to the extra deck, we have 1 Striker Dragon, 1 Guard Dragon Pisty, 1 Romulus, 1 Heroic Seal of Heavenly Spheres, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Hulk, 1 Triple Burst Dragon, 1 Iron Unicorn, 1 Axis Code, and 1 Boreland for all the Link monsters. If you cannot afford Axis Code, you can play Boral Sword instead. And if you cannot afford Boral Sword, you're in luck, because you do not need either of those, because Boreland does both. Axis Code does come up sometimes, like if you're facing Skill Drain, you can get rid of your own Axis Code for cost and then pop the Skill Drain and then keep playing on. Onto the Synchro Monsters, we play the 5, 1 Chaos Ruler, 1 Borlode Savage Dragon, 1 Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, and the 1 Shooting Riser Dragon. Shooting Riser Dragon is how you can get your Fairy Tale Snow engrave using a non-tuner level 4 and your Red Rose Dragon. This card's ridiculous whenever you can get to that engine. It's also reduced down to a level 3 dragon, so you can go into like Striker Pisty plays. It's pretty cool. Borderload Savage, you don't end up summoning every single game, but it's still mandatory to run because it's so good to have whenever you get it. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend and Chaos Ruler are probably the most summonable, or the most summoned monsters in your extra deck because Rocket Synchron's so easy to get. Plus Chaos Ruler is probably the one level 8 you want to go into as often as possible. Chaos Ruler is nuts in this deck, and it's recyclable off of Chaos Space, which is just fantastic. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend allows you to interact with Dark Ruler no more. Onto the side deck, we have Triple Gamma 1 Driver. I like to side this in going second and taking out the whole Rose Dragon engine because it's not really good going second. We have Triple Droll and Lockbird. I don't know how much I agree with this over Ghost Ogre. I'm not running Ghost Ogre, and I don't think I like that very much, but Droll and Lockbird is very, very good against the Brave engine anyway. It's very good against a lot of decks. One Token Collector. This will be the target that I swap out with Fairy Tale Snow against a Sword Soul Orb based matchup. Or Brave. Onto the rest of the side cards, we have Triple Twin Twisters and 1 Red Reboot because we do not like back row in this household. And triple copies of Anti-Spell Fragrance for going first cards. This is what we side in and take out Dark Ruler for. I don't think there's anything else interesting to talk about here. And that, my friends, is my Dragon-Link deck profile. If you enjoyed, consider dropping a like and stay tuned for the upcoming deck profiles. Have a nice day.